Monster Bowles is back. Ano nangyari sa Raiders game? Ano nangyari
Si
sa
Matt
Raiders?
Rogers pa yun. Si Matt Rogers pa yun.
Ay, di mo ba Denzel Bowles yun?
Denzel Bowles yun.
Akala ko yun na yung
Kahawig lang.
Yun na yung Denzel Bowles eh. Sige. We'll talk about the Rainer Shine game in a bit. Let's talk about his performance against Talk and Text. Yun yung Denzel Bowles na matagal nang hinintay, yung nag-request yung mga Sanmig fans na bumalik to play for them. That's it. 29 points, 23 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Is that is that performance for real?
That's sending a message
What?
to the rest of the league
Message?
right now. Si Denzel Bowles, he's not in tip-top shape. He hasn't been, or he's still not. They have 1 week now to prepare for their next game, out-of-town game against Globalport, and he's gonna be even scarier by then. Yung jump shot ni Monster Bowles, nadagdagan yung arsenal, no? Nakita lang natin yun
yun,
in the overtime period of that Game 7. That was the only time he took jump shots last year, di ba? Pero sunod-sunod na jump shots, especially in that first half. Nawala lang yung legs niya. In the third quarter, nakahugot lang ng lakas ulit. Siguro adrenaline or second win in the fourth quarter. Pero nakakatakot. Nakakatakot yung ginawa ni Monster Bowles na yun. And ang pinakamabigat pa, na-inspire na naman. The rest of his team played inspired ball once again. Sammy Coffey's back.
And he did it against Talk and Text. I mean, that's it's never easy.
Yeah, and you know, he won against Talk and Text during that finals, and he really proved why he was the best import. And now San Mig has the best import again, and although he still has to lose some holiday weight.
Well,
but
you think he's not in shape?
I don't think he's in 100% shape yet. So I think he could, I'm sure he can still
Mahirap
perform
eh.
better
He
than
hasn't played in 8 months. Competitive
Yeah.
basketball.
Yeah,
At
that's
saka
why.
nagka-injury pa yan end
that's
of
why.
last year.
So you give him maybe a few more games, or maybe his confidence is really up after last game. And for Sanming talaga, this is the import that they've been waiting for. A guy that will be in the center of their offense, take away the load from James. James has been hurt, has been feeling some injuries, and now that Bowles is back, he can dominate the game. The offense will be centered around him again, even though it's a triangle. They can go to him during crucial moments, needing certain baskets. Bowles is back.
So ano nangyari doon sa Rainer Shine game?
Si Matt Rogers nga yun.
What is it?
Sinabi sa
Was it
akin.
jet lag or what was it?
Kumain siya dun sa same restaurant. Nakita niya na si Matt Rogers. Pero si Denzel Bowles nakapaglaro.
Seryoso? No, but hindi kaya napagod kasi they had that very productive, but I would imagine tiring Subic team building.
And you have to remember that Denzel Bowles did not play competitive basketball since October.
Okay.
He played a couple of training practice games sa China, got injured, went back to the States, tapos healed from the knee injury. After that, hindi na siya nakapag-basketball. So, you have to give him some time siguro to get back into game shape, because as Coach Tim said, he was in gym shape, but then he was not really in game shape.
What's the difference?
There's a big difference with that.
Okay, so
Yes.
what's the difference between
Gym shape,
gym shape
you can.
Gym
Your
shape.
endurance.
Kailangan ko mag-gym.
Your endurance probably is good. Like you
Okay.
can run up and down, but the timing of getting the boards, the timing of getting your shots off, that's very different.
So he was not in game shape against Rainer Shine, and then all of a sudden after 48 hours,
Well, you take in consideration
shape
that
na against Talk and
they
Text.
didn't want to go 0-4, so I'm sure he mustered all this energy to get a good game out right away, diba?
okay, Denzel Bowles. So we've seen yung diferensya when he doesn't play well in the first game, and they were blown off the court, and he played well, and they won over Talk and Text.
Well, it's not just him. In the game of Rainer Shine that you've been talking about, they were totally out-rebounded and outworked. The whole team. So
Yeah,
you
the
can't
whole team. Yeah, that's right.
You can't
Yeah,
just
yeah.
blame it on him. But, I also agree with Doug, and he really looks still out of shape for me. And, that's what really scares me, because he looks fatter than he was last year. I mean, I'm serious. He does.
You just called him fat.
I said fatter. I didn't say he's
Yeah,
fat.
yeah.
Doesn't mean
Kailan
he's
yung
fat.
kailan
right?
yung Barako?
May rematch yan.
Meron pa, di ba?
May rematch yan.
He said it's gonna be
Hindi,
scary.
actually hindi nga siya sabi niya fatter.
That's the point.
Emphasis.
Naman magsalita.
No, it's
Grabe,
true.
no?
I'm being honest. That's why I'm saying it's scary when he gets into shape and his rhythm. But you also have to look that, about when he scored a few points in the fourth quarter. He scored 6 points on Raba. And that's a local guarding him. For some stretches, it wasn't really Benson guarding him. So that also plays into some consideration. Not taking away anything from him. But I still
You
think
just did.
Yep.
I did.
You just did, dude.
Fine, you're an import. You're being guarded by a local. You better score the
Yeah,
ball.
tama.
They're paying you money. You better score the
That's
ball.
right.
So
Oh.
you know, I still think he can do a much better job because he's gonna get in shape, no doubt. It's his second game in 3 nights, and now that you said they have a week to prepare, what more? James Yap didn't even really do anything that game, so you know the defense was focused puro sa kanya. But
And he still was able to score that much.
29, 23 rebounds, impressive rebounds, not fouling. He had 1 foul the whole game.
Yeah.
He blocked some shots. You know, he's a big presence, and I think he'll be really scary. I think our import Evans a really good defender, but I think Bowles will be one of the toughest matchups for him.
I think Bowles inspired James Yap to play defense.
But how did that happen?
Kaya alam mo yung fouls.
Oh, ito.
Sundot na nasundot eh.
Quick question lang, yes or no lang. Yung game niya against Toketex, I know it's such a small sample, but I want to ask it nonetheless. Does that automatically make him a best import contender?
I think you're always a best import contender if you won the last one, diba? Parang,
No, but he can
last
come
year.
in, and if you're not in shape and you're not in the right mental,
It was just last year. I mean,
They gotta make the semis.
make
If you make
so
the
yes,
semis,
you have
yes.
to take into
You're
those
a candidate.
considerations. But I mean, if you look at his last game, 29-23, and those are still the best import numbers. And
Yep.
that just means he's still capable of doing that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he's probably the best scoring import already right now.
Even after one good
I
performance.
think so.
Yes.
Offensively, he's probably the best.
Weird thing is, he's the youngest guy on that entire San Mig Coffee team. Siya ang pinakabata doon, and everybody draws inspiration from him. That's most valuable, if I ever saw one.
Best import.
Best naman hindi naman most valuable eh.
Most valuable import.
Dapat slow clap yun. Oh.